Hello everyone and welcome to my Bachelor Nation official channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and gives this video a thumbs up. Tensions have risen dramatically as The Bachelor enters its fourth week, and participant Juliana Pasquarosa appears to be causing trouble. Gaining Grant Ellis' affection was the only objective each of the 25 competitors had going into the challenge. Even while their time spent alone with the lead man has been captivating, the pressure is straining their relationships with one another. Some women are resentful because they have been given more time with Grant. Carolina Sophia, one of the contestants, has caused controversy during season 29 of The Bachelor. Carolina kissed Grant on stage after winning the date for the group performance. Despite their agitation, the women recognized the essence of the game. But after Carolina returned from a one-on-one date and voiced doubts about the procedure, emotions finally erupted. Without a date yet, Juliana faced Carolina in an unnecessary and theatrical exchange. Juliana felt that her response to Carolina's statement was over the top. Carolina only stated that she was unsure about the show's schedule. The idea that a brief relationship duration is insufficient to fully comprehend a mate is not an uncommon one. Carolina's worries are entirely understandable on a program that has a track record of unsuccessful marriages and ingenious alumni. Carolina had only asked, given that Julia had not spent much time with the lead, it was understandable that she was upset. Though Carolina's remark was unfortunate, Juliana didn't have to cause a commotion. As she drew Carolina closer to face her, tension increased as Carolina shot back, "I don't think I've ever asked for your opinion." Carolina had a point, despite her direct answer. Juliana hinted that Carolina wasn't convinced of Grant because of her concerns about the chronology. It is unfair to assume that Carolina is attracted to the lead. Many would contend that 6 to 9 weeks is insufficient time to make a marriage commitment. Grant withdrew the rose as a result of this altercation, which had more serious consequences. After the altercation, Grant saw Carolina crying and had a private conversation with her. The other women were even more irritated by this one-on-one discussion, which was finally brought on by Juliana's confrontation. Many were wondering if Carolina had been crying all along to get Grant's attention. It worked, whatever the situation, and Grant was angry. Grant then told the women that the group date rose would not be given to anyone. Juliana's disagreement with Carolina seems to be the only factor in this choice. One of the women could have had a date with Grant if Juliana had concentrated on her relationship with Grant without assuming anything about Carolina's moral character. Juliana Pasquarosa, a contestant on The Bachelor season 29, posing outside. The drama started with jealousy and hatred. Juliana most likely wouldn't have confronted Carolina if she and Grant had gone on a date prior to her remark. Juliana should put less effort into creating drama and more effort into getting a date with Grant. Her chances may even be hampered by her affiliation with the fight. There will inevitably be arguments because there are so many eligible bachelorettes and only one Grant. Even though the atmosphere on The Bachelor is difficult and tensions are strong, no woman should be deposed by the other ladies. Grant has the right to remove a candidate if he isn't sure about his relationship with her. Juliana might want to reconsider her strategy. As The Bachelor rounds up its fourth week, tensions have skyrocketed, and contestant Juliana Pasquarosa seems to be stirring the pot. All 25 contestants entered the competition with one goal: to win Grant Ellis' heart. While their moments alone with the lead man have been enchanting, their interpersonal relationships are strained by the pressure. Several women have received more time with Grant, and some are feeling resentful. One contestant, Carolina Sophia, has ruffled feathers throughout The Bachelor season 29. Carolina won the group performance date and kissed Grant on stage. The women, while agitated, understood the nature of the game. However, tensions eventually boiled over when Carolina returned from a one-on-one date and expressed uncertainty about the process. Juliana, having not yet received a date, confronted Carolina in a dramatic and gratuitous conversation. Juliana's reaction to Carolina's statement felt excessive. Carolina simply expressed uncertainty regarding the show's timeline. It's not an unpopular belief that the short dating period isn't enough time to truly understand a partner. On a show with a history of ingenuine alumni and failed marriages, Carolina's concerns are perfectly reasonable. Carolina had simply questioned. Juliana was understandably agitated since she had not had much time with the lead. However, while Carolina's comment came at a bad time, Juliana didn't need to make a scene. She pulled Carolina aside to confront her, and the conversation led to further tension as Carolina retorted, "I don't think I've ever asked for your opinion." Though Carolina's response was blunt, she had a point. Juliana implied that Carolina's fears regarding the timeline meant Carolina wasn't sure of Grant. That assumption is not fair. Carolina harbors feelings for the lead. Many could argue that 6 to 9 weeks is not enough time before committing to marriage. This confrontation led to bigger repercussions as Grant rescinded the rose. Grant witnessed Carolina crying after the fight and talked with her privately. This one-on-one conversation, ultimately caused by Juliana's confrontation, frustrated the other women even more. Many were questioning whether Carolina intentionally continued sobbing to attract Grant's attention. Whatever the circumstances, it worked, and Grant was irate. Grant then informed the women no one would receive the group date rose. This decision seemed to be solely caused by Juliana's conflict with Carolina. If Juliana had focused on her relationship with Grant without making assumptions about Carolina's integrity, one of the women could have enjoyed a date with Grant. The Bachelor Season 29 contestant Juliana Pasquarosa posing outdoors. The drama began with resentment and jealousy. If Juliana had a date with Grant before Carolina's comment, she probably wouldn't have confronted her. Juliana should focus more on securing a date with Grant than stirring up drama. Her association with the fight may even hinder her chances. With so many eligible bachelorettes and only one Grant, fights are inevitable. While tensions are high and the Bachelor's environment is challenging, nobody should be taken down by the other women. If Grant isn't confident in his connection with a contestant, it's his prerogative to eliminate her. Juliana may want to rethink her plan of attack. While his approach is commendable, his reluctance to take firm stances in other aspects of the show has led to confusion. The Bachelor is about finding love, but it also requires tough decisions and clear choices. By trying to please everyone, Grant risks losing out on a genuine connection with someone who truly matches him. As the season progresses, Grant will need to make a change. Thanks for watching. If you likes this video, do not forget to subscribe my channel and do not miss any update.